It's the Texas weather discussion video for Tuesday, the 30th of January. I'm Donovan Neal. We remain dry and mild for the rest of this week, with a cold front coming in by Saturday and Monday of next week. The better question is, could we see a wintry mix on Sunday? I know a lot of people are asking that. Well, hopefully we'll answer your questions. This is the upper air look at 500 millibars. We obviously have troughing in the to the northeast of here. There is a little bit of ridging to the west of us, which will turn us mild for the next couple of days. But for now, we're actually pretty chilly. Arlington 24, DFW 37, Denton 25, Gainesville 28, mostly in the upper 20s to mid to low 30s. And we'll see these numbers increase throughout the day to the mid 60s. Should be a very mild day. Across the nation, much of the cold air is still in Minneapolis, St. Paul, in Wisconsin, and the Canadian, and in Canada, where they're in the teens, where they're definitely in the teens to sub-zero temperatures. But we shouldn't see that for a long time here. Although it's made possible, we shouldn't see that for a long time. We should trend mild today. But fire weather concerns are starting to become an issue here in the North Texas area and in Oklahoma and Kansas, where there are fire weather warnings in effect. Surrounding that, fire weather watches are in effect as well as a result of elevated weather conditions today. Critical conditions remain in effect for the Texas Panhandle and the surrounding areas. But down here in DFW, we remain under an elevated fire weather threat for today and tomorrow. Actually, some parts of DFW remain, western parts of North Texas is under a critical fire weather threat for tomorrow, but we'll talk more about that tomorrow. This is the average rainfall for the next 7 days. This is valid through Tuesday of next week. Big rain still in effect for the Pacific Northwest coast, and down here, only not much rain, if little to no accumulation of rain. Only a trace of rain shows for much of north central Texas. We pretty much remain dry for the rest of this week. We definitely need this rain if we need to get rid of any fire weather conditions. So let's go out to the model output. This is the GFS. This is the 06Z run valid today at noon. Obviously, we have trough lifting out to the northeast. Heights are starting to come up a little bit, and down here we remain dry, again abnormally dry, with highs in the mid 60s. Tomorrow on Wednesday, it should turn even warmer, brighter, and even windier. We start the day in the mid 40s, and then we end up in the low to mid 70s. We haven't seen those in a while, but it should be again a breezy day with winds in the mid 20s. Thursday, we trend even drier. You could see a mix of sun and clouds with highs in the mid 60s, and by Friday a cold front comes through, brings in another reinforcing shot of cool air, not cold but cool air, with highs in the low 50s. We start the day in the mid 30s. Saturday, as the weekend begins, Saturday we remain dry. We start the day in the upper 30s and we end up in the mid 50s. And by Sunday, this shows a cold front coming through with the possibility of either a few showers or storms, or some wintry mischief to the north of us. But however, if we check the European on this solution, it shows nothing. It shows that the south central United States region stays dry on Super Bowl day. So what we'll do is we'll continue to run a dry forecast for Sunday, and if we see better model agreement on the chances of some wintry mischief, we'll add a chance for some light mix here and there. But we'll have a dry forecast with highs in the mid 50s on Sunday. Monday, we stay dry, though we do trend a little cooler with the cold front coming through. Highs upper 40s. And here's a week from today, Tuesday, the 6th of February. We have troughing to the north of us. Heights are about where they should be for us, and that looks like a pretty dry look. We warm up a little bit with highs in the upper 50s. This is 10 days out. Here's the end of the forecast period on Thursday, the 8th of February. Heights are starting to come up, especially in the northwest and down here. That looks like a very dry look. So, the believers of winter, hopefully believers of winter, let's take a look at the accumulated snowfall off of the European ensemble, and out of the 50 members, about 15 of those members only show a dusting. For the DFW metro area, and that's out in mid-February. So any snow accumulation is possible, but not likely at this point. But it's still approaching February. Winter is still in full force, and we still have to look out for these type of things. But you can see for the numbers for the next 15 days as we close January. We close January on a mild note, and right as we hit February, temperatures start to go down to the mid to upper 50s, right around seasonal averages for this time of the year. That's it for the Texas weather discussion video for today. I'll have more notes in the blog. Next video here should be posted at around 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. If you can't catch your local TV stations on the air at 4, 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. As always, have a great day and Godspeed.